Hi guys, how are you doing today? I'm Pitt, your VR boxing coach, and today we will see how to prevent shoulder injury. And this is the most common injury in boxing with the back. So we will see how to prevent this kind of injury, and you could do this right now. So I will present to you some exercise you can do right now with elastic band or just regular push-ups. So first I will talk about posture, because posture is the first thing you want to get right. So this is a common guard. It's not that bad, but it's not good either. And with the right posture, this. So when you see this, maybe you are thinking, "Hey, Pitt, it's not a normal stance, right? It seems a bit stiff, but we don't want stiff. I just want to correct your posture, because when you are dealing with an opponent and when you are fighting, your posture is messy and it's quite normal, right? But if you want to train good, and if you want to train for many years, you have to think about it. So try to correct your posture now and exaggerate a bit, because when you are fighting, it will be messy anyway. So just for training, it's better to think about it. And then when you are caught in a fight, yeah, I know it's not a normal position to be, but in training it is. When you correct your posture, you'll see that your legs have the most important role of all. You have to feel light on your feet. All boxers I know tend to roll the shoulder inside, and you want to roll the shoulder outside. Look at the thumb here. The thumb is pointing outside, right? When you elevate your arms, this is exactly the same. Look at my thumb. So this is a good position. And if I exaggerate the good position, the good posture, it leads to opening my chest. I have been boxing for 17 years now, and I have some sternum problems. So this is a good posture for me. It kind of opens all my chest, starting from my sternum to my ribs, and it activates all the good muscle on my shoulder, and especially backward, and all the muscle in my back that protects the shoulder and the spine. So the most common problem is to lean forward and to punch when leaning forward. So in time of greatest stress, when you are fighting, sometimes you do that, so it's pretty normal. But when you train, try not to, because here is the worst position for your arm. It's not ergonomic, and it's leading to a lot of shoulder stress, and all the muscle are activated all the time. And for the back too, it's not good at all. Same thing with your uppercuts and hooks. And when the shoulder is too much activated, it can be very stressful. So you have to rotate your hips and spine. So the right move is to rotate your feet, and following by the knees and following by the hips and the spine. So you have to be flexible, and it won't stress the shoulder anymore, because all the body is participating, and the shoulder is not burning. So try this move. It's pretty interesting because you don't have to punch at all. And this is not good. This is good. All the body is participating, as you can see. And this is not good. Too much stress on the shoulders, and even those little movements, it comes from the hips. All the power and speed is coming from the hips. This way, the propagation of the shock wave is perfect. It's aligned. So don't lean. Once again, correct your posture. Look at that here. You have to feel great. And if you keep the tension in your core and your abs, you will be quicker. Another thing you can do for your shoulder is to learn to stabilize your shoulder. With a little weight in my hand here, like 10 pounds, I try to do less with my shoulder and do more with my pecs. So you have to feel it when you do that, and you have to activate your pecs here. You can do that with this exercise. So you can do both legs and you can stabilize the shoulder, same side. Here, good posture and stabilization. Your core must be activated. This is maybe the best exercise you can do for your shoulders. So correct your posture, bend your knee a little, and try to push your feet outside. Activate your abs, and from there you will open your chest, right? All is activated from here, from hips to the abs. And the next move is to keep your shoulder down like this. And the elastic band is coming on the chest, and thumbs are pointing backwards. My shoulder has to be down here. So you have to breathe in when you open your chest. It doesn't show, but this exercise is very tiring. So you have to do 10 reps and 3 times. So breathe in, open your chest, and thumbs pointing in the back. The curve here is pretty normal. That's not a problem. But you have to open your chest, and you have to feel the back muscle on the back of your shoulder here. And your shoulder has to be down. Don't elevate your shoulder this way. So this is the correction. Don't do this, do this. This is a pretty good exercise. Why? Because when you punch, you're activating just a little muscle here, the anterior deltoids. So you want to activate now and compensate with the posterior deltoids. For most boxers, it can be a problem when you're punching every day for 2 hours, 3 hours, and you will unbalance your the anterior and your posterior. So you have to balance with those kind of exercise. Another exercise you can do is with the same elastic band. You can do this, but this time look at my elbows. So the thumbs are pointing inside now, but keep your shoulder down. And activate the hips, the core, and keep the posture, because it's pretty important to be tight here. And not just activate your the back of your shoulder, but everything's tight here. Another pretty good exercise is this one. You don't want to go too far away from your chest. So this is a 90 degrees angle, and you have to correct your posture. And you can do a little rotation, but it's not that important. The important thing to do is not reach out the chest, and your elbow can be too far from your chest backwards. This is not good. So this is not good because your shoulder blade is going forward, and you don't want that. That's why you have to keep your elbow. This is not good. Yeah. So the right thing to do, keep your posture opened and don't go too far with your elbow. And you can do a little twist. Don't lean forward. And you can do the same with this one. This is a pretty common physiotherapist exercise for shoulder readaptation. Don't do that. You just have to be static and feel the tension, and you can go a little bit outside, but with the tension here. So your legs are participating to the transfer of the weight, and keep the tension here, and that's enough. When you do push-ups, this can be very useful to you because those are the very best boxing push-ups you ever see on the internet. So be focused, and here we go. As you can see, I keep my fists like closed. And why I do that? Because it's reinforcing my wrists, and it's stabilizing my wrists. And why is that so? Because I want to punch if sometimes I'm caught in fights outside in the street, I don't know. I want my wrist to really be tight, but don't do that on the ground. Do that with a little mattress. I can do that on the ground because I'm used to, but at first it will be a little painful. So yeah, use a mattress. So if you're not used to do push-ups and activate your core, your backs will be in bad posture. So you have to activate your core first. So your hips are coming a little backward, not this way. but this way. And you can exaggerate the posture because here you're activating your abs, and that's good. So you have to prefer this posture. And you can notice here my elbows are in the inside, not outside. And what's going on here? It's very tight. And why is that so? Because I'm pushing my feet to my head. That's why I'm activating all the little muscle from feet to shoulders. And here my abs are very, very tight. And my pecs are also activated. So I'm kind of pushing in with my fist. That's why it looks controlled. So don't do that. That's terrible. And you can see that everywhere. But I'm just joking. But yeah, it's exaggerated, but it's common. So your shoulder has to be tight. So you have to correct your shoulder because that's where you got the injury when you do push-ups. So you have to be tight here, and you can simulate a little twist with your thumbs outside. Core activated. I push with my fist in, and I twist my thumbs outwards. So here it is from another point of view. Here I'm correcting my shoulder. Pretty tight. Look at this. Perfect posture. And don't do this. This is terrible. The thumbs are in and it's not good. When you do 10 push-ups this way, you will be tired for sure. So footwork is important to keep a good posture and to prevent shoulder injury, right? So don't lean like I do. Rotate your shoulder. Don't do this. Do this. So this is me naked, half naked, but I wanted to show you my shoulders. So I have a pretty good shoulder here, and this is the delts, and you can see it comes from here to here, and this is the line from the anterior deltoids. And the most common problem is here at this point. This is where most tendinosis come from, and it can be very painful. So this is my back, and look at this muscle. I activate this part of my shoulder because this is the most important part. This little muscle is the posterior delts, And this is the one we want to reinforce and to balance with the anterior deltoid. So when I rotate in, you can see my shoulder is not in a good position right now. But when I rotate out, you can see all these muscles are activated, and this is good. And when I open my chest now with my thumbs pointing in the back, you can have a little more results. And look at this. It's pretty bulky because I'm activating all the muscles that prevent the injury. So chest opened, because the shoulder blade is in a good position here. And core activated, and hips rotating. Footwork. Chin down. You can see here all those muscles are protecting my shoulder. This is what I want. Those ones. Here you can see the lines to the shoulder blade. That's pretty much it, folks, for today. Please subscribe to my videos and we see each other soon. Bye bye.